What up, everybody? We're back with another course vlog, the back nine again here at Chilliwack. Working on some things with the driver. Actually, tried a new weight with the driver today, which I'll get into in a later video, but we're experimenting with something. And so we're just gonna play these 9 holes, and this is how we practice. I just try and get 9 in every day, plan to play more golf as opposed to just hit balls on the range. Start off hole number 11 here, actually pretty good. Didn't like that wedge, but that's fine. Tee shot here, I've been really trying to be militant on my targets. I find I either spray this left or right, never really split the uprights here down the middle. Had a hybrid in, it was so wet from the rain the night before that basically got no run out both on the tee shot and on that hybrid. This wedge in, I thought I clipped it actually pretty good. It just didn't check into the hill the way I thought and then rolled out. And then this putt, this is a bit of a misread. I, for some reason, thought it was going to dive more left, but that's fine. Hole 12 here, always a challenge. Tried to hit a little draw into this pin, flared it out a bit. Thankfully, it is wet and rainy conditions because there is zero chance this ball is staying up in the summertime, which leaves us an opportunity to get up and down with the wedges here. And this is just a 60-degree, kind of shut the face a little bit and just pop it up there. And really pleased with the wedges right now, like getting myself out of some jams, which is really nice. Hole 13 here, went for the absolute full treatment, and this was probably one of the best drives I've hit in a while. Like, this was perfect. I couldn't have drawn it up any better. This, again, for a short par 5 to have less than 130 yards in is amazing. Set up for a cut here. Ball was below my feet, and haven't really been able to draw it into this green at all lately, and so thought, you know what, let's set up for a cut, and that worked out perfectly. Pretty pumped about that. So I have this for eagle. I made sure I really took my time on this, especially when it comes to winter greens. You know, you really got to be militant with your reads on these greens in general, but I find in the winter specifically, it's like there's not a lot of tolerance for missing, and so this was nice to drill dead center. That's an eagle. Let's go. Next up is hole 14, and I decided to hit a cut again because it was just, the body was feeling good and it kind of just felt right. And I hadn't really been able to hit like the draws I've been wanting to, and I should have probably clubbed up more, but that's okay. This was a mental error. I was debating between 2 shots and didn't really clear my palate before hitting this shot, and as a result just had terrible execution and then didn't give this nearly enough power, and that was just a terrible putt all around. So we lose a shot there. Hole 15, this is kind of the short 4 again, and I just didn't hit this well enough. It was tracking but did not clear the creek, and so we take a penalty here. And then actually didn't even hit this wedge bad, I just didn't give it enough speed. I just gave it too much lightness, like just didn't give it enough, you know, commitment. And then same thing here, I didn't want this to go too hard because the slope really dives down once you kind of get over this ridge. I just didn't make it over this ridge, and as you can see here, I didn't really hit that putt super hard and it rolls past the hole. So I was kind of hoping to get to where I ended up here with that chip, but screwed that up. This hole, I've been experimenting with basically never hitting full send driver on this hole right now, and just exclusively hitting this like burner cut, and it's been phenomenal. So a little choke down burner cut right down the fairway. When in summertime, this is going to be incredible when it's dry. Had a pitching wedge in, just tugged it a hair, and it flew on me. So actually ended up over the green in like a little pocket here. Had the lob wedge out, was very committed to this one, knew exactly what I needed to do, and this is, when I have a clear picture, this is what happens. So pumped with that to get that up and down, and we get out of this hole, which takes us to the short hole 17, par 3. We had 100 yards to this pin and hit a really good sand wedge here, exactly on my target line. Landed about a foot away from the pin and didn't even spin back a ton, which was incredible. I thought this might have ripped off the green. It just walked right up to it, tapped it in, and don't worry, I did fix my ball mark once I cut the camera off. Hole 18 here, we're even going into it. This was another really good drive. Pumped about this. So I put a heavier weight in the driver, and I'm curious to see if that will stay, but had 178 left to the pin. Just hit a 7-iron here. Actually hit it pretty good, but it seemed to kind of float on me which was very interesting. I honestly thought it was tracking more, but when I walked up to this putt, when I was kind of shocked that I was kind of on the edge here of the green, so just hammered this up there, and actually for being uphill in the winter on slower greens that were wet, I was actually pretty pumped with that lag putt. We tap it in, and that puts us at even par for 9 holes. Honestly, overall, as you guys can see, a lot of good things about the game. Couple errors here that ultimately can be avoided. This 9 in particular, I haven't been able to go low. And part of that is some course management issues, and part of that is just my own, skill deficits that I have to work on. I really am trying to see if I can get, a couple more under on this back 9, because in order to string together kind of these lower pro style rounds that I'm going to need to do, it's just going to be a requirement to be able to take it deep and or not have any damage. This could have been a low back 9 had I not made a double and a bogey. So just good learning stuff we're going to take into the next round of practice. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.